Hi, I'm Steve Okonik, sports editor from On Focus, and we're here in Spencer talking Spencer Columbus football with head coach Jason Gorst. Jason, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for coming down.
Absolutely. Taking a look back at last year, 11-2 season, second place in the Clover Belt, lost a level 4 game in the snow up there in Medford. What's your recap of last year?
Overall, it was a very successful season. I think that that team accomplished a lot, won a lot of football games. We had a lot of fun along the way, learned a lot of lessons along the way. So definitely one of the better seasons in our co-op's history.
Okay. Obviously, you start the season this year, week 1, with another game against Stratford. You started last year with them and lost them in the playoffs. Does that help or hurt that you get to play the same team 3 times in just over a year?
Well, I think there's a certain familiarity that we have with each other. They're one of the best programs in the state, obviously, and they're bringing quite a bit back. So, I think overall, system-wide, they know us pretty well. We have a pretty good idea of what they do. I don't see either team changing a whole lot from what they do at their core. So, it's a great rivalry game here in the local area here in central Wisconsin. So, hoping for a pretty good crowd turnout and a lot of Friday night fun for football.
Okay. And obviously it's going to become a more permanent game on your schedule with the conference realignment, so there's probably a little extra juice coming with that rivalry, isn't there?
Yeah, and when we originally scheduled these games, we didn't know that would be coming, so that's definitely an additional twist. So I'm sure we'll continue to get to know each other very well over the next few years, but like I say, they're a quality football program that we have a lot of respect for.
And you can watch that game on August 23rd, 7 p.m. You can find the link at onfocus.news/sports. Taking a look at this year's team, who are kind of the pieces that are returning from that team last year?
Oh, we've got a couple skill guys who made pretty big contributions last year. Austin Bacon and Hayden Ballman were our 2 wing backs. They were also standouts on the defensive side at safety and linebacker. They had a great season last year. Gavid Kilty is probably the leader as far as the guys in the trenches go with the linemen. Coming back as a senior, Austin Grabowski had played quite a bit too. So we've got a handful of guys on each side of the ball, but those are the guys that kind of come to mind as far as having some pretty big contributions last year as juniors.
So we've talked about a few of the players that are coming back from last year's team. Who are some players that'll be new to fans that people should be keeping an eye on? Well,
I think Eden Jacobson looks like he's ready to take a pretty big step forward, both offensively and defensively. I could see him being a guy that's featured, a little bit more. Andres Rodriguez is coming in as a senior, who's had a really nice career, and he's looking to cap it off and I think finish strong. From there, this is a team that we feel there's probably more competition for positions than we've had in any other year. So there's a lot to be decided. There's a lot to shake out yet between the remaining practices we have, the scrimmage coming up on Saturday. So a fair amount of competition both sides of the ball. We'll see how it all works out at the end.
Okay, and looking into the year, what are your expectations for the team this year?
It's always tough to say. Last year we lost one heck of a senior class. One of the best that we've ever lost. I don't know if you could say we lost any more in one single year as far as both talent and leadership goes. So a lot of holes to replace, a lot of big shoes to fill. We really have to take a week-by-week approach to things. Right now we're focused on the scrimmage on Saturday and going out there trying to execute our game plan offensively, defensively, and then we know we've got that big test for us week 1 and can't look a whole lot further than that right now.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. We look forward to Spencer Columbus football as we always do. Always a good time out here, so get out here, watch a game. If you can't, check our schedule at onfocus.news/sports. We'll be live streaming games all throughout the season. So, Coach Gorst, thank you.
All right, thank you.
And thanks for joining us.